Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. It's such a pleasure to be here among you and to tell you about my little story of becoming a maker, becoming an entrepreneur, and the risk and the uncertainty, the instability, insecurity that might come with it. But I hope it's not a little bit, or too disappointing, but it's not a story of, oh, I had to follow my dreams. I can't do this anymore. No, I have to do something I love. I hate what I do. No, no, no. It's actually, if you met me like 2 years ago, and the subject of startups or entrepreneurship would come, I would be more like, oh no, it's too risky. Not everybody is built to be an entrepreneur, and 9 out of 10 startups fail, and I won't be, very, very, optimistic about the risk that is involved with it. So, so you might ask yourself, like, what are you doing in front of us right now? Basically, what changed this mindset of mine is risk. I mean, not risk. It's actually instability and insecurity in the first place to begin with, before even shifting into entrepreneurship and stuff like that. So to explain what I mean by instability and insecurity in the first place, I have to take you quickly about, explain a little bit about my background and what I was doing before that. So my background, as you heard, is in architecture, which I love. And 2 years after I graduated, I decided to take a master's degree in social entrepreneurship, which some people thought it was a bit bizarre. So why don't you go for a master's degree in your field, something related to that? Why would you take a business degree? But they couldn't understand or grasp the idea exactly, because I'm very passionate about environmental sustainability and social responsibility. And to have sustainable growth and development, you need the technical side alongside the business skills. And so you combine design and business and have this mindset. So finished the business degree, happy as I can be, learned a lot, expanded my understanding and everything. And it's time to find a job again. So apparently, a lot of the employers who are from that group who believed it's bizarre and that I don't fit into the criteria that they're looking for a junior candidate. So that's what I like to believe, They might believe that I wasn't good enough. So basically, applying, and I stumbled across a startup that shares the same vision and appreciate my skills, appreciate what I believe in, and started working with them. And when you work with a startup, you learn a lot. Like, they were in their second year of operations, and I was doing a lot of roles. I'd be designing one day, related to architecture and stuff like that. The other day, I'll be scanning business cards and sending e-newsletters and booking meetings and with potential clients and so on. The next month, I'd be managing a small team to deliver a project. So one of the skills that I've also developed there is working for free. So you actually, you start, you reach to a level where you're really an expert, where you pay from your pocket to work. So, but I enjoyed what I was doing there. But after a year and a half, it's almost 2 years, I thought that this cannot go for long. So I have to change the way I approach employment. I have to change the way I seek earning a living and so on. So I thought I should diversify. I should do multiple things at the same time and see. So I thought to myself, okay, let's go back to applying for jobs, seeking this, steady income and security, and see how it goes. And continue working with the startup, because I'm learning a lot and everything, until I find another job. And my evenings and afternoons will be divided between two things. Doing upcycled designs and furniture, which see samples there, and also interior design on freelance basis for with a friend. So I'd try to create my own opportunity. Try here and see what works for me. So this is at this point in time where khashab khashab design was what I do right now. I started to shift from being a hobby, something I do at home for myself and not share with the people, and turn into and start to shift into a business, into something that I sell and talk about and so on. So to explain a little bit what khashab is, like I developed this high interest and passion towards reusing and recycling and specifically upcycling. When you have a piece that is no longer in use, nobody sees value in it, and you turn it into something new and you turn it into something really valuable and useful. So and also alongside that, I've developed this obsession with wood. So aged wood, this old wood and its rustic feel and the story behind it. And you can imagine where it was before. Might have been, part of a dhow boat or been shipped from I don't know where. So yeah, there's a piece over here. Of course, old pallets. I think everybody's now familiar with old wooden pallets. Yeah. So I started, reading about the topic. That was a couple of years ago, reading about the topic, just watching videos, how you do it yourself. Bought some tools, just very simple ones. And I started doing things at home. Some of the stuff I designed it and made a carpenter do it. Some of the things I did it myself. So, and basically turned my kitchen and balcony into a workshop and started, teaching myself how to become a carpenter. So add to the skills like a carpenter, check. So, and then, I thought, okay, let's use social media. Go on social media, create profiles, start posting it. Let's see people's reaction towards it before even thinking of saying, oh, I'll invest that amount of money or whatever. So I started doing that, created a website and so on, and the reaction that I got from people was not expected. I didn't expect that people would appreciate it and it would, they would like it that quickly. Like I started getting comments of people telling me, oh, I love this piece. Oh, I love this. This is amazing. And we'd love to see more. I was like, okay, great. I didn't expect that. Oh, I'd love to do more. So thankfully, my husband, who's playing with his phone right now, supported me a lot and bought me some really proper tools. And I started doing more and more pieces. And step by step, I've been approached by an online platform that sells, handmade pieces. I think you're familiar with it, Listen Majlis. And I started selling my stuff, started getting custom-made orders. So clients actually see something that I do and really like it and tell me, okay, can you do that? Can you do something like it, but bigger, but smaller, but so on? So, and then I started exhibiting some of my stuff in a gallery, and it started picking up without me realizing that, oh, here's a potential in front of you. You don't need to do all of the things that you're doing. Here's something that you need to focus on. So at a time, I had to step back and just evaluate and see what I have in hand. And if I didn't try, if I didn't just push myself and just be out there and try to reach to people and see their comments, see their replies and how they react towards it, I would never know, I would never know that this is the potential of just doing these little upcycled wooden furniture. So when I look back at it, I see myself like if I wasn't like agile enough to do multiple things and to be quick enough to realize, okay, this is the time where I need to change my lifestyle. I need to focus on khashab design and also stop seeking employment and become my own boss and the risk that comes with it. And at that time, of course, there's a leap of faith and risk in every decision we make, but when it's so clear in front of you and you start to feel the reward or start to sense the reward in it, like you build something from scratch and people appreciate it, and you feel that you have control to an extent of, and you're able to create your own opportunity rather than being passive and waiting for something to happen. All of these rewards made the decision really easy and didn't seem like a risk at all, and it felt like the right thing to do. And so finally, what I would like to add or leave you guys with is that if you have a business idea, an idea, and you dream of turning it into a business or something like that, Don't wait, and don't say, okay, it's not the right time, I'm not in, or I'm not ready, because it's never going to be a right time, or you'll never be ready. And while waiting, somebody else might do it, or the idea might get outdated. So just start, do your research, do your study, but don't wait too long. Just start, and start with the minimum risk and the minimum resources as much as you can. Start small, because you're still testing the idea, you're prototyping, you're seeing how people would react to it. So don't go like full on and like, oh, I'm going to change my life, so I'm going to quit my job, I will sell the car, seek a loan, or ask a friend to lend me a couple of thousands, and okay, let's start. No, just, and seriously, money will not make your idea fail. Actually, people with less money tend to succeed because they don't throw money at any obstacle and problem they face. They hustle, they work around it, they try to innovate and make it happen. So money is not an issue specifically when you're in the beginning. And reach out to people, be out there, talk about it. If you can use social media, it's an amazing tool, because you can get to your target customers, see how they react to it. I mean, and without even asking them, you'll see them liking, commenting, or not even, or ignoring, or whatever, you know. So you'll be able to tell, even within the things that you do, which, for example, if it's a product or a certain service, which is picking, and the ones that are not really, you know, appreciated, or, you know, you'll be able to measure. So, you know, back to the point, like, reaching to people and not waiting too long, and not fearing that, oh, you know, like, it's a big decision. If you take it step by step, it won't feel like it's a big decision, and you reach to a point where you can have your own conclusion, which is, should I go full on and just, you know, make it the purpose of my life, and just do and be an entrepreneur and join the race of entrepreneurs and so on, or I just keep it small, keep it as a hobby or a side thing that I do, and I enjoy it that way. So that's it for me, and I hope I wasn't too long and it was, you know, a bit enjoyable or useful. Thank you. Thank you so much.